this story, Keith, a young boy staying in a hotel for the night, and Ralph, a reckless mouse with a need for speed, form an unlikely friendship. 1 Corinthians 11:13 says, "When I was a child, I spoke as a child, I understood as a child, and I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things." Oftentimes we can want to mature in different areas of our life too quickly, but we can forget that, as seen in this story, with maturity comes responsibility. The Mouse and the Motorcycle by Beverly Cleary. This big old hotel is probably full of mice. Mice? I wouldn't mind a few mice. Here we are, room 215. My sports car, an ambulance, and my red motorcycle. Keith, time to get washed for dinner. Okay. Ralph, you stay away from that telephone cord. I worry about you. You are a reckless mouse. I worry about finding aspirin tablets. Your father tried to cure an aspirin tablet in his cheek pouch, and he was poisoned. You want to go exploring. Heaven only knows what dangers you might meet. Maids, bellboys, even cats. Or worse, vacuum cleaners. Boy, oh boy. A motorcycle that looks as real as this one has to run. Oh, My poor mother was right. Here I am, trapped in a metal wastebasket. I should have been content without venturing out looking for speed and excitement. My motorcycle! Somebody stole it! Here it is. I wonder how it got in the trash can. Hey, how did you get here? Did you ride my motorcycle? I didn't exactly ride it. I coasted off. You just lie low. After I take a bath, we can talk some more. Night, Mom. Hey, how about getting me out of here? How would you like to ride my motorcycle? I don't know how to start it. Make a noise. They don't go unless you make a noise. You're lucky. My mother would never let me ride a motorcycle. She'd say I might break a leg or something silly like that. Well, I don't suppose my mother would be exactly crazy about the idea. It'll be years before I'm old enough to ride a motorcycle. Then when I am old enough, she won't let me. Go on, ride some more. I like to watch. Never mind the danger, never mind what mother thinks. This is living. How about letting me take her out in the hall? Promise you'll bring it back? Scout's honor. Okay, so you can use it at night and I'll use it in the daytime. You won't let anything happen to my motorcycle, will you? You won't. You know I wouldn't let anything happen to this beauty. The mysterious elevator that carries people to that wonderful place I've heard so much about. The ground floor. Time to return to 215. I'll never be the same mouse again. How about a peanut butter sandwich? I'll bring you one. Where do you live? In the knothole under the window. I'll poke you through the hole. Just like room service. What about the motorcycle? Leave it where I can get it while you're out during the day. Well, I'll leave it back under the bed, but you promise not to ride until after dark. Scout's honor. Mom, guess what? Somebody in 215 is going to bring us a real peanut butter sandwich. Ralph, you haven't been associating with people. He's just a boy. He wouldn't hurt us. He likes mice. He gave me a ride on his motorcycle. Isn't that dangerous? I do wish you would be more careful who you associate with. I'm so afraid of falling with the wrong sort of friends. I'm growing up. I'm getting too old to hang around a mouse nest all the time. I want to go down on the ground floor. The ground floor? No, Ralph, not all the way down there. There's no telling what you might run into down there. I don't care. Someday, I'm going down. Psst, here it is. Just like room service. I told you he would bring it. They feel just right in my paws. But a promise is a promise. He kept his promise about the sandwich. I'll keep mine about not riding the motorcycle in the daytime. Be sure you clean 215 very thoroughly. Wee. Wee. I lost the motorcycle. Lost it? That's a young one's for you. Can't take care of anything. I think it's a good thing you lost it. Riding a motorcycle is just plain foolhardy. Does this mean the end of room service? Hey Ralph, come on out. Keith, I lost the motorcycle. Lost it? Well, you were supposed to ride it in the daytime. You promised. I know. I'm sorry. That motorcycle was my very most favorite of all my cars. I should have known you weren't old enough to be trusted with a motorcycle. Hi. What would you like for breakfast? You mean you aren't mad at me anymore? Well, I'm mad, but not real mad, because I get into messes myself. My mom tells me I don't stop to use my head, that I'm too much of a hurry. I guess that's my trouble, too. I'll never forget the first time I rode a bicycle. I took right off down a hill. By the time I remembered to use the handbrakes, I hit a tree and took an awful spill. But the hard part is, I am in a hurry. I don't want to do kid things. I want to do big things. Real things. I want to grow up. You look pretty grown up to me. Maybe to a mouse. I want to look grown up to grown-ups. So do I. I want to grow up and go down on the ground floor. Everybody tells me to be patient, but I don't want to be patient. Me neither. I'm not hungry. I feel awful. I know. Thinking about the motorcycle makes me feel awful too. It's not that sort. I feel awful on my insides. Oh dear, you have a fever. You're burning up. I better get you an aspirin to bring down your temperature. Keith is really sick. He saved me from the wastebasket, trusted me with his motorcycle, forgave me when I lost it, brought food for my whole family. I'm going to help him. I've got to help the boy. I'm going into the hotel to find him an aspirin. Don't try to stop me. No, Ralph, not an aspirin. Remember your father. You can't carry an aspirin in your cheek pouch. It would poison you. The boy is sick, and I have to find an aspirin. An aspirin in such a vast place. No aspirin. Maybe I'm risking my life for nothing. An aspirin! How to get it back to the room? Here, I found an aspirin, but you have to let me take the ambulance. You already lost my motorcycle. You're too young. I am not. Come on. You need that aspirin, don't you? I promise I'll have it here in no time. Wee, wee, wee. Wee, wee, wee. Keith, I got it. How are you feeling? Sort of tired. Thanks a lot for the aspirin. It really helped. It was nothing. Nothing? You risked your life. That reminds me. The motorcycle. Where did you find it? The housekeeper. Want to keep it? Keep it? After the way I lost it for you? How come? I just like to think of you riding it. And you proved you could be responsible when you brought me the aspirin. You're more grown up. You know, if you grew up enough to be trusted with a mouse-sized motorcycle, maybe someday I could earn a big one. Thanks. And I guess mice grow up faster than boys. But you grow a little bit every day too. I guess, but I never feel myself growing. You wait long enough and you'll be a grown-up.